Welcome to the Skokie Valley Bike Path. Good afternoon, everybody. I am coming to you this afternoon from the city of Lake Bluff, Illinois. It is at this location here that we are going to ride the Skokie Valley Bike Path. It has been a couple of years since we rode the Skokie Valley Bike Path, and there was in fact a detour that we had to go off into a street and come around to pick the path back up. So I checked out Lake County Forest Preserve website and that interactive map that they have, and it looks like there is no longer a detour. So this will be the first time we've been on it without a detour for at least a few years at this point. So when I come out here to do the Skokie Valley Bike Path, I always make it a loop. So we're actually going to go down off map here to Lake Cook Road, come back over, come up the Robert McClory Bike Path. We're going to go off in a few spots over this way, but then we're going to reconnect right back over here. Just like the last couple times we've been here, we parked at the Target, and the Target in the parking lot all the way in the back, so we're not interfering with shoppers parking. So one of the very furthest spots you can get. Last year when we were here, we actually went into the customer service desk and asked them if they minded if we were to use their parking lot to ride the bike trail for a couple hours. They did not care at all. I'm assuming that's still the case this year. This right here is the North Shore Bike Path. If you were to continue down this way, the North Shore Bike Path is get a dead end at a street, and then you could ride a little sidewalk and stuff. You could pick up the Millennium Trail and eventually make your way all the way back to Lakewood Forest Preserve. We are in a really good area for riding. With us being right here, we could take this down and do the loop like I said. We also have the Robert McClory Bike Trail, which will go all the way up to the Wisconsin border and all the way down to Lake Cook Road, where it continues south as the Green Bay Trail. We also have Middle Fork Savannah Forest Preserve, which is definitely worth checking out. You also have access to Old School Forest Preserve, which then in turn means that you have access to the Des Plaines River Trail. The Des Plaines River Trail is a trail that will get you to a variety of Lake County Forest Preserves. It does appear we have new signage here. So this being mile marker number 1 on the North Shore Bike Path, I'm guessing that we're 1 mile from the Robert McClory Trail down this way. Let's see what it says on the other side here. Okay, they're keeping it the same no matter which direction you're going. So they do have a nice sign here to show the Skokie Valley Bike Path. According to the sign over here, it's maintained by Lake Bluff. If you saw my video from last week, which was actually shot yesterday, is my traditional first ride of the season. We started in Algonquin and made our way down to the split, which is basically an Elgin, the split between the Fox River Trail and the Elgin branch of the Illinois Prairie Path. So today's ride, which unfortunately is not as sunny as it was yesterday, but it is supposed to get a couple of degrees warmer, so hopefully that'll make up for it. The ride we're going to do is just about 30 miles. We're going to take the Skokie Valley Bike Path all the way down to where it ends at Lake Cook Road. We're going to pick up Lake Cook Road here. We're going to cut through the Ravinia, cut through Highland Park, cut through Highwood. Once we get into Highwood or past Highwood, my wife has not seen the Fort Sheridan trails. So once we get down into here, we're going to check out the trails over here at Fort Sheridan. If you're looking to see a full video on that, check out some of my videos from later last year in 2024. And we're also going to check out some of the trails here in the Openlands Lakeshore Preserve. That doesn't seem to matter where you are, but if you pull over on a trail, you know, there are some conscientious bikers out there who are going to ask if you're okay. So it's very nice of that lady to see that we're all okay. Indeed we are. When I'm making videos, I tend to stop at lots of weird places. So anyway, we're going to check out the trails here at both of these forest preserves. I'm really looking forward to checking out the Ravine Trail in here because that was one of my highlights from last year. I really enjoyed checking out that. And my wife has not seen either of these areas. So super excited for her to get to check that out. And then we're going to make our way back down into Lake Bluff and then make our way right back here and then we will be done. Unfortunately, it's a little windier than I wanted it to be today. So, but we are getting closer to the lake. So I guess that's to be expected this time of year. Let's check out the Skokie Valley Bike Path. I've probably only been on this trail maybe 6 times. And you know, I never noticed the lack of benches on this trail. I think we're past halfway. I'm not exactly sure where we are mile marker wise, in the realm of mile marker 5. And we haven't come across a single bench. So this right here, picnic table, I don't know if this is a Lake County picnic table or if it's these guys or these guys over here who put this here. But this is the first seating that we've seen since we started at mile marker 0.0, where there was in fact a bench. So keep that in mind. All right, so we made it to the end of the path here on the Skokie Valley bike path. It ends unceremoniously here. This is Lake Cook Road right here, and there's a Shell station over here. According to the sign over here, it's mile marker 9.5. There is no bench at the end, and there also isn't a map here like there was at the beginning at mile marker 0.0. So as far as this Skokie Valley bike path goes, they really need to add, you know, some more amenities. I mean, like, I would honestly, I'd rather go up or down the Robert McClory bike path, but I'm a huge fan of making loops. So I would rather not have to backtrack. So that urge to not backtrack supersedes the back and forth on a nicer trail for me. So if you're interested in making a loop like I did, this is definitely worth checking out. There should be some more benches along the way and some more garbage cans. I mean, maybe halfway through they could stick a porta potty. But as it is right now, we've met up with Lake Cook Road, so the trail is over. We're going to make our way to the Robert McClory bike path as we head east, and then we're going to start heading north again. So let's check that out. Well, as you can see, we stopped at the Shell here. The trail's just up over here. Very nice people inside, and we used their restrooms, so that was good. They have a bench here. They have a large variety of sodas. In the times that I've ridden this section, I've seen people ride just right, taking up an entire lane on Lake Cook Road. That's not, if I wanted to do that, that would be something I would do on my motorcycle. I'm not really interested in doing that on a bike. So if they do have the sidewalk option open, we're going to take that. If they have a trail there that's been created in the last year or year and a half or whatever it's been since we've been down here, we'll take that. But unless I'm forced to ride on Lake Cook Road, I don't think we're going to ride on Lake Cook Road. So, but let's head east. All right, so in retrospect here, if it looks like if you were to cross at this Turnbull Woods Court, you'd be right across from the Chicago Botanic Gardens here, and then you'd be able to pick up this trail on this side. So if we were to do this again, in fact, I'm going to change the map a little on my side so I could follow it next time. We would cross here and then pick up the trail and then just ride on the right side of, that would be the south side of Lake Cook Road, as we continue east here until this point here where we hit the Green Bay Trail. So at this point, if we were to continue down this way on the Green Bay Trail, we'd make our way all the way to Wilmette. I've already done a video on that trail, so be sure to check that one out. It takes you pretty close to the Home Alone house. But at this point, we are going to start heading north. We've made our way east enough, so we're going to start heading north on the Robert McClory bike path, which is this way over here. And we're going to start making our way back. And then once we get in past Highland Park over here in Highwood, we're going to check out the forest preserves in here and then make our way back to Lake Bluff. All right, so we made it past Braeside Metro Station, and we're right here on the Robert McClory bike path. You can see the sign here. The Ravinia Festival is 0.4 miles away, then the business district's a mile away, and downtown Highland Park is 2.7 miles away. So let's head north. All right, so we've made our way to the Ravinia Festival. I'm pretty sure we're in Highland Park right now. If you've seen previous videos when we've been down in this area, they have a water feature here, which is not turned on yet. You see that down here. I've never actually seen a show here at the Ravinia. I guess this is like back there somewhere is where you park, and then you'd come in through this way. And then right across the bike trail, because this is technically the Robert McClory bike path, and then right into Ravinia. But at this point in April, nothing is open just yet. I don't see any posters that show what their schedule coming up is. All right, so we've made our way to the town of Fort Sheridan here. If you have seen some of the videos from late last year, you will see the Fort Sheridan Forest Preserve bike trails over here, which you then can connect to the Openlands Lakeshore Preserve trails over here. So we're going to turn off of the Robert McClory bike path here, which continues across the street this way. So we're going to go into here, we're going to do some of the trails in the forest preserves, and then make our way back to the Robert McClory bike path and continue to head north. All right, so we made it to Openlands Lakeshore Preserve here. I haven't been here since last year. This is only my second time here, and it looks like actually some of the brush here is cut down. So if I make my way over this way, you have a really good shot at the lake here, Lake Michigan. So at this point, we're going to turn around and start making our way. We're going to actually head on the Ravine Trail because I want to ride through that trail since it's not very long before we make our way back to Robert McClory. All right, and that does it for the Skokie Valley Bike Path Loop. Again, the trail itself isn't exactly the best trail in the area, but the fact that it's in such close proximity to other trails, it does give you the opportunity to create some loops. I encourage you to give this loop a try, and if you are going to do it, definitely check out Fort Sheridan Forest Preserve and the Openlands Lakeshore Preserve. Let me know what you think of the loop in the comments below. If you are familiar with these areas and know of a place I should check out the next time I'm there, definitely let me know. As always, if you enjoy this content, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel grow. If you are interested in supporting this channel and helping us get to more trails, please consider a super thanks. And that's all I got today from Lake Bluff, Illinois. I'll catch you on the next ride. Do you have a trail recommendation for me? Let me know in the comments below.